Warhammer 40,000. We all love it. The Space Marines, Tyranids, Tau, the Sisters of Mercy, Henry Cavill. A wonderful grimdark world of sci-fi miniatures. I was a fan as a child, and during the lockdowns I reignited my passion for Games Workshop products, going from a mid-tier painter to a slightly above mid-tier painter. I don't really dabble in the gaming side of things because trying to understand the rules makes my brain melt, but I do respect it from a safe distance. And something's been on my mind ever since. Could I make money from painting miniatures? Hi, I'm Rhys Finley, and today we're going to see if I can turn a profit from painting Warhammer. The plan is to assemble and paint a model and put it to auction on eBay with a starting bid of 99p. Any paints and tools used will not count towards the total, as I own them anyway, and I'm way too dumb to work out what a drop of acrylic paint costs. The model I've chosen is a Orc Warboss in Mega Armor. This was featured in the magazine collection, but I don't collect orcs, so this felt like the right one to go with. So the Combat Patrol magazine only cost $9.99. On the Games Workshop website is $24.99. So I'm already setting myself up for a bit of an easy win. But we shall see. I imagine the magazine has impacted the second-hand market for this model, but let's get cracking. The first step is to assemble and paint. So we start off with the assembly. This was one of the push-fit models, which I don't think I've actually built in the past, so it all went together really easy without any need for adhesives. And then from there, it's onto priming. So I cracked up the airbrush and used some matte black, but not the matte black I went to school with. Quick dry brush with grey and then a layer of white to make all the details stand out, ready for some slap shot painting. Then I crack out the speed paints using the Army Painter's Forest Sprite to colour in all the fleshy parts of the orc and the little guy sat on top of him with a gun, which is nice. Then a coat of Salafta Red, it's just for the small fabric parts in various little spots across the model, as well as the cool chainsaw axe thingy. You'll have to tell me the names. And then we got some dark wood for the handle, and some Gravelord Grey for the trousers on the larger orc, and some Grim Black, which is going to cover most of the armour. Giving it a good large covering, and then the model is really starting to take shape now. I can hear the cats in the background playing with a carrier bag. Hey! No. Stop it. Then we got some broadsword silver for all the metal components on the model. Guys, I swear to God, I'm going to shave that cat bald. But not before using some Hoplite Gold for some of the tiny details on the metal areas. They're still at it. Guys, come on. I can't be mad at you because you're all adorable and I love you, but this needs to end. Daddy's recording his content. Come on. 0-2. Then we got some warrior skin to create the illusion of rust on some of the metal areas, giving it a bit of character and weathering. Before cracking out some regular leather brown acrylic for the base. So it's just going to be a nice, simple, earthy base. And while that's drying, we'll touch up the white areas on the armour, just to make it pop a little bit more, as well as, some of the teeth and the finer detail. I noticed the silver was looking a bit too bright, so I brought in some Nuln Oil to darken it down and really bring out the details a bit more. Yeah, we're going for some fuss now, we're friends. Good to see you, Socks. That Socks a cat there, telling me that I should use some uniform grey to paint that little bit of the base. Then use the dark wood speed paint as almost like a wash on the base to bring it down a little bit, make it a bit less intense and bright, which distracts my model, and give it a bit more of a realistic earth look. And some silver over the top of that grey to, I think it's a big piece of metal shrapnel, I don't know. Whatever your imagination says it is. And back on the brown for a light dry brushing of the base. Once again, bringing up those highlights once again. There was probably a better way to do that, but I'd committed at that point. Tiny little bit of uniform grey, just to give all the black bits on the armour some highlights on the edges, so it's not just a flat colour. Then some gold, just to do some little bullets on the base. And a little bit more grim black, just to bring that all down again and highlight some of the details. And going back in for some details with some silver, just on all the edges, and little metal nubbins for spikes, for screws, just to bring everything up again, really show off the details of this gorgeous model. And we're going to apply some grass using some PVA glue, and just sprinkling it on, that'll do. Lovely stuff. For the character, we've got some wild grass tufts, and I'm going to break them in half and glue them on with some PVA and let them dry before painting the edge of the base with a black to make it look nice and clean. So I think I am ready to call it done. And there we have it. If it wants to focus. Fully painted and based and ready to list on eBay. So let's do that now. So bids started trickling in through the week. Had a bit of a feeling it probably wasn't going to go overboard, but we'll see what happens. As long as I make my £10 back and break even, I'm relatively happy. So then the countdown begins. And it ends on £12. Not great. So after fees, that leaves about £1 profit after the main £10 spend. So not exactly profit, unless... One second. We invest the money in our £1 scratch card. Meaning we have the chance to make up to £100,000 in profit. Let's get it scratched. Oh. £1, 10 grand, £50. 1,000. £1. Oh, we're going to win the £1 back, I reckon. Oh, yeah, there it is, £1. Okay. We won the pound back. I am cursed to only make £1. But yeah, jokes aside, we set out to ask the question, can I make a profit from painting Warhammer? And the answer is... But we had fun doing it, and we broke even, so it could have been worse. But thank you for watching. Why am I so glossy? It's a very hot day today. Laminated. Good God. Thank you for watching. Bye.